Welcome to another Team Metal Hecarim. And, yeah, of course, it's a normal one. That's why it's called Team Metal. Which one? And it's the 7th one. There's a lot of Hecarim games. So people will say, you never upload Hecarim. There's a shitload of them. Anyways, I was hoping, that I would get to talk shit about Hecarim. Because he's got a lot of problems as a character. But, you could see by the timer, that's a spoiler alert in itself, that shit might not actually be how, I hope for it to be. Anyways, the enemy team tried to sort of steal red buff, and they kind of got scared away. But either way, start off blue, go to wolves, and because Hecarim kind of sucks at dealing with buffs without getting a good amount of health, I made sure I had my smite up and I had kind of a good amount of health with the other potion, and then went to red. Either way, I can't really gank anybody until I get level 6, so I'm just farming. Bottom lane gets into a scuffle and ends up getting double kill on my side. But that allows me to get a whole wave to myself as they were trying to push it. However, the enemy Vayne has teleport for some reason, so we just kind of got surprised. Oh, that didn't work out as well as intended. We did not deny the Vayne. Anyways, runes and masteries. Attack damage red, attack damage quints, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, and attack damage quints. Well, I actually think I already said that. Anyways, and my masteries were 2190. Pure damage, a speeding rocket horse. But now that I'm level 6, I can start ganking with impunity. What you can see is that the enemy Udyr also just went with the double jungle item build. Not a smart idea. Anyways, as soon as I hit him with my E, Yasuo gets his ultimate off. I use my ultimate in front of Jax to bounce him back. A little bit of a CC lock thing going there, though it was very close that he wasn't going to die. It doesn't matter how low I got, because I was going to go home anyways and buy Spirit of the Lizard Elder. Hooray for Hecarim. If there's one thing that Hecarim can do, though, is he's one of the few bruisers who snowballs out of control at a much more dangerous pace than a lot of other characters. A snowballing Hecarim is far more deadly than a snowballing Shaco, in my opinion, because Hecarim can initiate fights and wreck people during that time. I have no idea what the hell the Swain was doing, but that he basically has a free kill. Now you can see Udyr in the minimap trying to go back and forth, trying to get a gank on the Yasuo. At this point, he's wasting too much time, and for whatever goddamn reason, he bought 2 jungle items and is trying to gank. So Jax gets killed by Yasuo. I jump in and hit the Udyr, and ult in front of him. Well, and just kind of the knockback gets the fear back got cancelled by the Yasuo thing, but it doesn't matter. We kill ourselves a Udyr. Still though, I keep saying this, if you buy a double jungle item thing, your intention is to farm, not to gank. So if you're trying to gank, you just wasted 700 fucking gold that you could have used on boots and maybe a Doran's item of some sort. Or, 2 long swords. And this is dumb. Really stupid. The other way, the enemy team is doing their blue, or at least around the blue area. I jump the Udyr, start attacking them, so when it attacks me, my teammates sort of come towards me. They didn't really come out too much. Accidentally smote a small wolf, and Udyr comes back in. For whatever reason, Blitzcrank pulls me in, and he kind of forgets that I can, do damage and have some CC. But here we go. The enemy team groups up. Well, at least 3 of them group up. So I got a really beautiful ultimate as Hecarim, and then Orion ultimate there to combo, and it's beautiful. And then Jax jumps in just to die as well. So 4 kills there for free. Then the Udyr, well look, the Udyr tries doing some taunting or whatever the hell he's doing there. I taunt him. He taunts me, but that was all just kind of a ruse to get him to try to, stand still while Yasuo got his Q up so we can sort of CC him down and murder him. So that was another free kill. It's 16-3. Remember, it was a kind of a spoiler alert because the game was so short. Now, I already said Hecarim is good at snowballing, he's got the damage, he's got the initiation. But what is he not good for? Pretty much almost anything else. He's got very little utility outside of this one ultimate, and his damage, a lot of other characters can replicate it ever since they nerfed it a lot. The only thing he gets over others is that he snowballs out of control with his level advantage. If he's higher level than somebody else, he'll destroy them just because his Q is really strong with its ranks up, but on uneven ground, it's pretty pathetic, so Hecarim used to be a lot better, mostly because his damage was absurd for what he could do. And, that's kind of unfair, in a jungler, initiate somebody, jump on them, and deal a lot of damage. And combine it with tankiness, that's kind of just dumb. Or there's a rule, it's where you have tankiness, utility, and damage. You either have to have 2 of the 3 in order to make a balanced champion, and 1 out of the 2 has to at least be half as effective as the other one. You can't have it all. Like, if you have a character that has a lot of utility, a lot of good damage, and a lot of tankiness, you're just bound to make a champion that's overpowered. A la Maokai right now. Though they kind of tuned that down. The best balance is having either some utility, some tankiness, and a lot of damage. Some, damage, a lot of tankiness, some utility, or whatever. Some kind of perfect balance of those three. And Hecarim at that point had absurd damage, and I guess, tankiness was weird because, depending on your teammates, but it still was pretty high. And his utility was low, but it didn't matter, that was a little bit overboard. Either way, you can see we're kind of tearing it to pieces, and I'm kind of just massively fed and dominating. So, I mean, the enemy team, they kind of screwed themselves over with their team comp, and pretty much their Udyr was unable to help them at all because his build was absolutely garbage. Jump in, murder two people at once, and it's fucking, wipe right here. I know. Pretty lame game, but I don't play Hecarim enough. The other Hecarim game I played was corrupted, and, people have been asking for Hecarim. A lot of him. And also, I don't know if you could tell, but my voice is a bit raspy, so it's kind of been damaged, so I couldn't voice for too long without it starting to get a little, bothersome. But either way, Hecarim got a game, we stomped the enemy team, and this is part of a series that I'm going to be uploading of pure random team battles that I have for champions that I haven't had a game in for several months. I think Hecarim's like 6 months ago, so he's been half a year since he's been needing one desperately. So, hooray for Hecarim, hooray for the Pony Express, and hooray for Rainbow America. Yay.